I think you sent that there.
I did.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good morning.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. Yeah, good.
I think I think she misses it.
She does.
We can do that, can't we? Yeah.
They were absolutely.
Yeah, if you want, I can bring it down a little bit.
And then you'll be able to hold it on to this level. Hi, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Is there any fear that you might be missed off?
No worries.
Otherwise it's going to be back to front.
Yeah.
You're moving just a bit. Good morning, everyone. As a former nurse and now your mayor, it is my very great pleasure to welcome you all to Surrey Heath House and an honour to be hosting this 999 Emergency Services Day flag raising ceremony. I am particularly delighted to extend a very warm welcome to some VIP guests, as we are incredibly fortunate to have both serving and former members of the emergency services here with us today. Sadly, due to operational commitments, some of our specially invited guests from the ambulance service, fire service, etc. locally are not with us. It is no coincidence that we meet today at the 9th hour on the 9th day of the 9th month to celebrate 999 Emergency Services Day. This National Day is dedicated to showing our support and appreciation for our emergency services and NHS heroes, and recognising the amazing work that they do for us each day. All are putting themselves in harm's way, prioritising our lives before their own, regardless of the circumstances, to keep us safe, protect us, rescue us, and put us back together again if we are sick or injured. There are more than 2 million people working and volunteering across the NHS and emergency services, and they are in the police service, the fire and rescue service, the ambulance service, and the 999 volunteers, such as the Special Constabulary, retained firefighters, NHS community responders, St John Ambulance, the RNLI, Search and Rescue, and the Coast Guard and other volunteer service first responders, without whom the emergency services could not operate effectively. Yesterday, I was invited to KSS, that's Kent and Surrey and Sussex Air Ambulance headquarters in Red Hill, and I learnt about their amazing selfless efforts also. Today we give thanks for all of them, and especially for those who serve or have served here in Surrey Heath. We are forever grateful for your tremendous sacrifice, dedication and commitment, and unwavering support that we must never take that for granted. We have been blessed with a magnificent sky for this flag raising today, and in a moment we will raise the Emergency Services Day flag. Then I ask you to join me in observing a 2-minute silence to remember the fallen. Very sadly, we see reports in the news all too regularly of our emergency services and NHS personnel being injured or killed in the line of their duty. It is a staggering statistic, but more than 7,500 emergency service personnel have been killed in the last 200 years, and many more have been injured as a result of their service. We will now raise the flag. Thank you. I am now so delighted to introduce two very special guests, both of whom have committed their professional and personal lives to serving this borough and have very kindly agreed to say a few words. Firstly, we will hear from Honorary Alderman Alan Whittart, a former firefighter, councillor and mayor of Surrey Heath, and then from Mr. Ken Clark, a former police officer, local historian and freeman of our borough. Thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Madam Mayor, and good morning, everyone. And as you heard, I'm Honorary Alderman Alan Whittart, and I served in the London Fire Brigade from 1967 to 91. Today, we have raised a flag, an annual event that provides an opportunity for us to honour and celebrate our serving members of the emergency services, who, for the most part, are invisible to the general public until there is that need to dial 999. Now, it's 34 years since I served, and a lot of water, no pun intended, has passed under the bridge. And I am certain a lot has changed in the organisational aspect of all services. But I am sure that one area that has remained the same is that of comradeship and professionalism by those serving today. When that call is received from someone asking for help or assistance, each emergency services respond without hesitation. Training, planning and experience comes to the fore. During my time in the LFB, and just like those in our emergency services today, I had the honour and pride to work alongside and witness really dedicated personnel from each of the services at the incidents, such as fires, road traffic collisions, plane crashes and other humanitarian incidents. Everyone worked together for the good of those requiring help and assistance, and in my own personal experience, they were always intent on serving their communities to the best of their abilities in a professional and compassionate manner, no matter what the risk. As I said earlier, we are raising, or have raised, the 999 Emergency Services flag this morning. Therefore, it is only right that we do take this opportunity to thank all our emergency service personnel publicly for their unending service to our communities, whatever the challenge. And as you've heard, these include the police, the fire service, the ambulance service, the RNLI, St John Ambulance, and the NHS volunteer first responders. And apologies if I've missed anyone. Unfortunately, since we last met to celebrate our emergency services, two firefighters in Oxfordshire, Jenny Logan and Martin Sadler, paid the ultimate price, had died at a large fire at Bicester Motion in May, along with a member of the public. This just emphasises the unpredictable nature of the jobs our emergency personnel undertake on a daily basis. We thank those of you who are able to be present this morning. You are representing your colleagues and services for the continued work that you all undertake to protect and assist and save others, especially at their time of need. We thank you. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Would you like to hold it?
Oh, that's okay. I don't think you so much. Oh, that's right. Well, good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I am Ken Clark, and I joined the Surrey Constabulary in 1961. Actually, it was formed in 1851, so I was 110 years too late, I suppose, really. I then served all but 31 years, 21 of which was in Surrey Heath. Firstly, I was in Camberley, then I ended up at Frimley as a sergeant at Frimley office. During my career, we liaised with other services, but mostly with the ambulance service, as they attended incidents that required both of our services there. We could call in at the local Camberley ambulance station, as well as seeing them at Frimley Park Hospital, and because of this we would get to know them on a personal basis. We would also visit Frimley Park Hospital and the Brompton Hospital, certainly on nights and at weekends, when certainly the hospital had problem with youths who had been drinking. And obviously to reassure, mostly in those days it was female staff. And to make tea if they were busy, and they would obviously welcome our visits, especially with the tea making. Frimley Cottage Hospital actually opened up in 1902, and with it they had a very limited ambulance service, very basic. And we also had contact with the local fire brigade when their expertise was required, mostly at road traffic accidents and obviously at fires. The local fire brigade was actually formed in 1889. During the strike, the fireman strike in 1977, we had an arrangement with some of the local fire officers who were outside the local fire station where it is now, that they agreed that if there was a road traffic accident and their expertise and equipment was necessary to rescue somebody, they were willing to attend in their own cars with their equipment in the boot to effect a rescue. So that was very good of them. I'm now going to turn to page 2. Today we live in different times, and all the services have seen advances in equipment, in mobile communications, as well as increases in populations. To think that when I first was given a police radio, it was very basic, and we were told that if reception was bad, to improve it, it was recommended we could stand, or we should stand, next to a metal lamppost. I believe the equipment has improved since then, has it not? Yes? You could nod. Thank you. Our local community know, excuse me, that whenever they use the 999 system, they will get a response from dedicated professionals who will do their best to sort out whatever the problem is 24/7. They are well respected because of their commitment to our local community. They are beyond reproach, and I feel honoured to have been asked to speak today. It is important to have a 999 Emergency Services Day and a chance to show our respect for all of them. They fully deserve our support. Thank you.
Thank you both for sharing those snippets of your careers. We're really, really grateful. And again, once again, thank you so much for you busy people taking time out of your days to come and participate in this event. So all remains for me to say is have a very safe journey home and a good day. Enjoy this lovely weather. Thank you again.